Did you know that just a stopped wall clock or a withered plant in the corner of your home could be enough to drive away prosperity, weigh down your spirit, and block your career? Hello there, I am Master Quan. In Feng Shui, every single object in your home carries a certain kind of energy. Some of them nourish abundance, while others, without you realizing it, can actually block it or even drain your luck completely. What makes this dangerous is that many of the items bringing bad fortune are incredibly familiar. They are still sitting around your house every day, and yet you may have no idea that they are silently driving wealth away. In today's video, I am going to reveal 7 seemingly harmless items that are actually hidden culprits, making it harder for you to hold on to money, slowing down your career, and disturbing the peace in your home. It may sound ridiculous at first, but you will be surprised to learn that just an open umbrella inside the house or an outdated calendar could completely disrupt the natural flow of energy in your living space. Before we begin, leave a comment with a positive affirmation. I open the door to welcome prosperity. Think of it as a way to activate lucky energy starting today, because just a few minutes from now, you might realize that there is a culprit hiding in your own home that you never even suspected. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you will not miss any Feng Shui secrets to help you keep your money, grow your wealth, and live peacefully every single day. So what are the household items silently draining prosperity from your home? Right now, I am going to reveal 7 familiar culprits that you need to get rid of immediately. Number 1, opening an umbrella inside the house. In Feng Shui, every object carries its own energy, but that energy only becomes beneficial when the object is used correctly and placed in the right location. An umbrella is designed to protect you from sun and rain outdoors. It symbolizes natural protection from the heavens, like a shield guarding you from harsh external forces. However, when you bring an umbrella indoors and open it, you unintentionally reverse its original function. Instead of offering protection, it becomes a barrier, creating a false shield right in the middle of a space that needs to stay open, airy, and filled with light. Your home needs brightness, fresh air, and natural energy flow in order to nurture prosperity. When an umbrella is opened indoors, it becomes like an invisible wall, blocking the movement of energy. Light is obstructed, good energy gets chopped up, and the natural flow of wealth becomes restricted. It is similar to a river being blocked by a massive rock. Water can no longer flow freely, and just like that, abundance gets halted. What is left behind is stagnation and heaviness. From a spiritual perspective, an open umbrella forms a closed loop, symbolizing separation. It sends out a message of division within the space, creating an invisible boundary that can lead to family conflict, arguments among children, and a feeling that everything in your life is stuck. This is not superstition. It is simply how the energy in your living environment reflects back onto your spirit and actions. What is most concerning is when the umbrella is open near the front door or in the living room. In Feng Shui, these are 2 of the most important areas in the house. The front door is the mouth of the home, and the living room is where energy gathers and circulates. When an umbrella is open in either of these spaces, it is as if you are building a wall right in front of your doorway to wealth. Good energy cannot enter. What remains is a sense of pressure and darkness throughout your home. The remedy is simple but absolutely necessary. Never open an umbrella indoors. If you have already done it by accident, open a window immediately to let fresh light and air in, helping the energy flow return. You can also use essential oils like sandalwood or lavender to cleanse the heavy energy and restore balance. Sandalwood stabilizes the energy field, while lavender soothes the mind and brings a sense of peace and clarity. Once your home is restored to brightness and openness, you will feel the shift. Your mind becomes clearer, work flows more smoothly, and the atmosphere at home feels lighter and more harmonious. A small, seemingly harmless act can actually hold the power to completely block the flow of prosperity in a household. Number 2, a broken clock. In Feng Shui, a clock is more than just a tool to tell time. It represents the flow of time, the constant motion of life, and the ongoing evolution of your personal journey. Every tick of the second hand mirrors the movement of flowing water. It reflects the circulation of wealth, the coming and going of opportunities, and the momentum of life itself. But when a clock breaks and its hands stop moving, the energy in your home also falls into stagnation. On a spiritual level, a dead clock symbolizes a break in the connection with the natural rhythm of the universe. It creates a sense of delay, making you feel tired, stuck, and unable to move forward with your goals. This negative impact becomes even stronger when the broken clock is placed in important areas such as the front door, the living room, or your workspace. The front door is where fresh energy enters the home, the living room is the energy hub, and your desk is tied to your career and finances. A non-functioning clock in any of these places is like a locked door in time. Opportunities cannot come in, careers feel confined, and wealth slips away unnoticed. What is worth noting is that many people keep broken clocks simply because they feel sentimental or do not want to waste them. But in modern Feng Shui, keeping an object that has lost its function means you are holding on to stagnation. It is like clinging to a past that no longer serves you instead of embracing the present and future. That emotional attachment unknowingly creates a heavy, lingering energy in the home that blocks renewal. The solution is very simple, but it requires decisiveness. If the clock can be repaired, fix it immediately to restore the flow of time. If not, replace it with a new one. When choosing a new clock, opt for a round shape, as circles represent endless circulation and uninterrupted completeness. Choose bright colors or ones that match the homeowner's personal element, so energy continues to flow smoothly without disruption. And one final rule: never hang a broken clock above the bed or near the front door. At the front door, it blocks wealth from entering. Above the bed, it embeds a subconscious sense of worry, disturbing your sleep and draining your mental energy. Number 3, an outdated calendar. In Feng Shui, a calendar is not just a tool to track dates. It holds a deeper meaning. It symbolizes the flow of time, renewal, and the constant arrival of new opportunities. Every time you tear off a page or flip to a new month, you are moving forward, aligning yourself with the natural rhythm of the universe. A fresh calendar is a clear signal that life is progressing and there is always space for new beginnings. But when an expired calendar is still hanging on the wall, all of that meaning disappears. Energetically, an outdated calendar is like an invisible rope tying your entire home to the past. It stops the flow of energy, removing the forward momentum you need. Instead of creating freshness, an old calendar subconsciously sends the message that time has stopped. Imagine this: every day you walk past the living room and your eyes land on a calendar that stopped last week, or worse, last month. Even if you do not consciously notice it, your subconscious registers that you have not entered a new phase. That kind of stagnation makes it easier for you to become hesitant, indecisive, and passive at work. And eventually, you may lose out on opportunities that should have been yours. From a spiritual point of view, an outdated calendar is seen as a mark of dead time. It carries heavy, stagnant energy, reminding you of things that are already gone or missed. The longer it stays, the more this energy accumulates, making the atmosphere in your home feel heavy. Family members may start to feel exhausted, unmotivated, or unable to start anything new. The solution is simple but deeply important. Remove all outdated calendars. Do not let them stay in your house like silent prison bars for your spirit. Instead, choose a new calendar filled with vibrant, life-giving images, like a sunrise, blooming flowers, or wide green fields. Hang it in the living room, your office, or near the entrance, places you see often. So every day, your eyes are reminded that life is moving forward and new opportunities are on the way. A small act like updating your calendar can have a huge impact. When you hang a new one on the wall, you are not just replacing a tool, you are sending a powerful message to the universe. I am ready for a new beginning. And once that message is sent, you will start to notice changes happening naturally. Work becomes smoother, wealth flows more easily, and your spirit feels fresher and more motivated every single day. Number 4. Dolls or statues with frightening eyes. In Eastern culture and Feng Shui, the eyes are considered the windows to the soul. A statue or doll with gentle, bright eyes can become a pleasant decoration that nurtures positive energy. But on the flip side, when the eyes look cold, empty, or downright creepy, they give off strong negative energy. This becomes even more dangerous when such items are placed in bedrooms, children's rooms, or near altars, areas that are supposed to remain peaceful and energetically pure. You may not even notice, but every time those lifeless eyes enter your line of sight, your subconscious immediately picks up on the discomfort. As a result, your mind can slip into a state of unease or tension, often without knowing why. Many people report recurring nightmares, restless sleep, or feeling a chill down their spine when alone in the room, and these unsettling experiences may very well stem from those artificial eyes. Energetically, a doll or statue with disturbing eyes acts like a secret doorway for negative energy to enter your home. Instead of protecting your space, it spreads instability and attracts low vibrations. Over time, this energy does not just affect your emotions, leading to stress, irritability, and insomnia, but it can also influence your finances, making it difficult for the household's luck to flow smoothly. For children, the effects can be even more severe. It can cause them to cry at night, struggle with sleep, and over time it may impact their emotional development and personality. The solution is not complicated, but it does require decisiveness. If there is a statue or doll that makes you feel uneasy every time you look at it, remove it immediately. Do not keep it just because you are used to it or because you think it is just decoration. If you absolutely must keep it for some reason, place it somewhere out of sight and away from frequently used spaces. At the same time, use energy balancing elements such as houseplants, Feng Shui crystals, or wind chimes. Plants bring fresh life energy, crystals help stabilize energetic frequencies, and wind chimes, through their soft, clear sounds, can sweep away stagnant energy and bring in a sense of renewal. Number 5. Spider webs inside the home. Spider webs often quietly appear in corners, on the ceiling, or in areas that are out of view. Most people assume they are simply signs of messiness or a lack of cleaning. But in Feng Shui, spider webs are more than just dust. They are symbols of stagnation and trapped energy. They are a clear sign that the flow of energy inside the house is no longer smooth. Think of each web as a tiny net that holds onto negative energy. When these webs build up over time, your entire home can become wrapped in an invisible network that blocks energy from circulating. Fresh air cannot come in, and bad energy gets stuck. This not only hinders prosperity and slows down opportunities, but also leaves the homeowner with a constant sense of heaviness and delay in everything they do. What is even more concerning is when spider webs show up in crucial areas such as the front door, windows, or the living room. These are the main energy gateways of your home, where fortune is supposed to enter and spread. If these areas are covered in webs, it is as if the doors to your luck have been sealed shut. Positive energy cannot enter, and stagnation gets trapped inside. That is why some families, despite working hard and trying everything they can, still struggle financially or often find themselves drained, stressed, or facing unexpected setbacks. From a spiritual perspective, spiderwebs represent the accumulation of the old, things that are no longer useful but have not been cleared out. They cast an invisible shadow over your space, making those who live in the home feel uneasy or unsettled. If left unchecked for too long, this heavy atmosphere can start to affect your mental well-being, leading to anxiety, sadness, or frustration without any clear cause. The solution is clear. Clean the spider webs regularly. Do not just dust the areas you can see. Pay attention to hidden spots on the ceiling, behind furniture, and other overlooked corners. After cleaning, you can use natural essential oils like lemon, lemongrass, or peppermint to cleanse the room. These refreshing scents not only purify the space, but also activate the circulation of energy, making the home feel lighter, brighter, and full of fresh life. As you can see, even the most delicate spider silk can form an invisible net that traps both your wealth and your spirit. And just like that, another common item, when it shifts from vibrant to withering, can become a clear warning sign of declining fortune. Number 6, dead or dying plants. A green, healthy plant in your home is not just for decoration. In Feng Shui, living plants symbolize vitality and growth. Each new leaf, each fresh sprout, represents prosperity, good health, and expanding wealth. Just looking at a lush green plant can fill a room with comfort and fresh, uplifting energy. But once a plant begins to wilt or die, its energy flips completely. It is no longer a symbol of life. It becomes a sign of stagnation and decline. A dry, lifeless plant sitting quietly in a corner acts as a silent warning. Your fortune may be fading, money is difficult to save, and your work may be heading toward a dead end. This goes beyond symbolism. A dying plant has a real impact on your mental state. Every time your eyes land on yellowing leaves, your subconscious receives a subtle negative message that says, things are falling apart. Over time, this message weighs you down emotionally. You may feel drained, unmotivated, and the entire atmosphere of the house becomes heavy and lifeless. And when your mental state declines, work performance suffers, and so does your financial luck. To fix this, the most important rule is this: never keep symbols of decay in your living space. Completely dead plants should be thrown out right away. If the plant still has some life in it, give it proper care. Change the soil, trim off the dead leaves, move it to a spot with better light, and water it appropriately. Reviving a struggling plant is like breathing life back into your home's energy. Also, plant placement matters. In Feng Shui, windows, the front door, and the southeast corner are considered wealth-enhancing zones. A healthy, vibrant plant in one of these spots can activate growth and attract new opportunities. But a wilted plant in the same spot sends a silent message that your fortune is fading. When choosing plants for your home, go with ones that are both easy to care for and carry positive Feng Shui meanings. The money tree with its thick, glossy leaves symbolizes financial abundance. The snake plant helps purify the air and protect household energy. The pothos plant represents resilience and growth, constantly reaching upward even in tough conditions, a reminder that perseverance leads to long-term success. When your home is filled with thriving plants, you will feel the difference immediately. The air becomes fresher, the energy feels lighter, and everyone in the family has more motivation to work, thrive, and enjoy life. And when life energy is being nurtured, financial luck will naturally begin to flow, steadily and abundantly. But if dead or wilting plants reflect decay, there is still one more threat that is even more dangerous. Because it does not just block energy, it causes money to leak out. You may not see it, but you have definitely heard it, day in and day out. It is the dripping sound that quietly drains away your home's wealth. Number 7, a leaking faucet. In Feng Shui, water is a powerful symbol of wealth. A steady, gentle flow of water represents prosperity, abundance, and continuous income. That is why homes with small ponds, fish tanks, or decorative fountains are believed to attract and accumulate wealth. But when a faucet in your home begins to leak, that meaning gets completely flipped. Instead of gathering wealth, the water begins to drip away, and in Feng Shui, that signals money slowly slipping through your fingers. Even a small leak in your kitchen or bathroom, if left unattended, becomes an invisible financial drain. No matter how hard the family works, it often feels like money just cannot be saved. It comes in and goes out without explanation. The impact is not just financial. A leaking faucet also affects your mental well-being. That repetitive drip, drip, drip may seem harmless at first, but over time it creates a low-level tension that wears you down. Many people do not even realize it, yet they feel irritated, tired, or struggle to sleep deeply. This is a form of silent energy erosion. It drains your mental focus, weakens your drive, and reduces productivity at work. This issue becomes even more serious if the leak is in your kitchen or bathroom. The kitchen symbolizes nourishment and financial stability, while the bathroom is a space for cleansing and removing negative energy. When water leaks in these areas, it is not just money that is draining away. Your physical and emotional health can suffer as well. The solution is crystal clear. Fix the leak immediately. Do not let procrastination turn into a daily habit of loss. Once repaired, thoroughly clean the surrounding area to remove any lingering stagnation. You can also add lighting. Light restores fresh energy, or place a small plant nearby to bring in new life and help rebalance the energy flow. When the dripping sound disappears, you will notice the space becomes calmer and more pleasant. That peaceful stillness is a sign that your wealth is no longer silently slipping away. It is finally being preserved. Do you see the pattern here? A wilting plant reflects decline, while a leaking faucet symbolizes loss. One weakens the energy inside the home, while the other washes prosperity away. Both are reminders that in order to protect and nurture your wealth, your home needs to be cared for, starting from even the smallest details. As you have seen, these 7 familiar and seemingly harmless household items are actually silent culprits that drain your home's prosperity. From an umbrella open in the wrong place, a broken clock, or an outdated calendar, to dolls with cold eyes, spider webs in the corners, dying plants, and the drip of a leaky faucet. They all have one thing in common. They disrupt the natural energy flow, making it hard for wealth to gather, weighing down your spirit, and blocking the smooth path of your life. The most important thing I want you to remember is this. Your family's prosperity does not just depend on outside luck. It begins with how you care for and arrange your home. Never underestimate the little things, because sometimes it is those small details that determine whether good fortune stays and grows or quietly walks away. And right now, leave a comment with this positive affirmation. I am opening the doors of my home to welcome prosperity. This is more than just a phrase. It is a way to send a clear message into your space that you are ready to receive abundance and peace. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit like, share it to spread this good energy, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Master Quan, Feng Shui for Modern Wealth. I will continue sharing practical Feng Shui tips with you to help you keep your money, grow your money, and live in peace every single day. Remember, wealth is not a coincidence. It is the result of how you live and how you care for your home.